Spans again for another edition of Wordsmith TV. Today's word is a word I actually covered a year ago on Facebook when I used to have Wordsmith Weekly. It's television. Yeah, guys, that bad boy right there. So I've had a few people come up to me and say, hang on Facebook you were talking about how bad television is, but yet you've named your content or your platform Wordsmith TV, and I want to unpack the word, unpack a few associations with the word television and see how you could flip it over and make it a bit more empowering for yourself in your day-to-day life. If you haven't done so yet, click the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up if you like the content. I hope you enjoy this word. So the television is one of the most prominent, popular inventions of the 20th century. If you think back to when it was first created, people used to view this little box set to see a world beyond them, to see something that they don't generally see in their day-to-day life. Fast track to our time and age now, where now you try to escape. It's a form of escapism. You know, you're escaping your reality, your world, and you're just viewing what's happening in other people's realities. Now, when you look at the words that are associated with television, they make me question what the intentions were of the inventors. Now, if you bear with me for just 2 seconds and indulge me. So you have actors who form a cast and follow a script to produce a show or a program that is broadcast and channeled to you, where you are then remotely controlled. Or do you remotely control the channel? I don't know. But all of those words make you start to think, hang on a second. Is it coincidental that it's a cast of actors? Don't magicians and wizards and all those magical people cast spells on you? I don't know. All right, fast track then to a word like program. You know, like a computer programmer, they put a few inputs and they're looking for a desired output. All right, so similar to how you program the mind. So speaking of the mind, I think I need myself a cup of coffee. Babe, you mind brewing me a cup there? Perfect. Talking about program and programming the mind, doesn't every program need a programmer? Someone behind the scene constructing the images that you see? So in the TV world, it's a producer, it's a director, I get it, but I want to focus on the word program and programmer. Right? So if you break down the word programmer, pro means you are for something, you support something, you know, like we are pro this or that, right? Grammar. Now sit back, you know, you go back to your schooling days, grammar, the way you construct sentences, syntax, etc. But go further into what the word grammar actually comes from, a Latin word, which is grammar, which means a book of spells. So you have someone who's unraveling and is for and supportive of these book of spells to program your mind, right? So let's look back to some of the programmers of yesteryear, and we still have them in today's age. Think back to when the tobacco industry had a situation where they weren't making a lot of sales, right? They weren't selling all the cigarettes they wanted to sell. They approached Hollywood and said, guys, let's partner up and use this important tool called television to imprint and program people and give a desired output for people to buy cigarettes. So they started putting them in favorable scenes, right? Back in the 1980s, putting them in scenes where people were happy, people were jovial, and people started associating the pleasure of smoking a cigarette with the pleasure of life. Fast track, desired output, more people purchasing cigarettes. And it's happened with many, many more industries. We all know that. So where do you watch the program? You watch the program on a channel, a particular TV channel. Channel just means to direct your thoughts, to direct something. You know, you channel water, you channel a particular thing you want to direct in a particular way. So the director is channeling or directing your thoughts to think of something in a particular way. We've got to think about these things, guys. I could be exaggerating, but all these words just pop up every day. And then you take out your remote control to change the direction. Or are you remotely controlling the TV to change the channel? Or are you being remotely controlled by the program? You make your decision. I don't know. Now, one of the words that really stuck out. So there's a cost of what? A cost of actors. So we associate actors with being performers, a doer, someone who acts and performs on stage. That's what the surface level definition of actor is. But if you drill deeper, there's a Latin word which means you are a steward, you are an agent, you are a director. You channel, you steward sheep. Wow. That threw me off a gazillion fold. You're channeling and directing and stewarding sheep. Now, ever heard of the herd mentality? Is it a mistake that you have actor, that Latin word says you are now stewarding all these sheep or these herd of people who are just in an alpha state and not thinking, are being programmed to a particular way of thinking? Ha! You make up your mind. So there's a lot of research and data that shows that when we watch television, our minds get into an alpha wave state, so that's associated with a very passive, low vibration where you're just receptive to any suggestions, images that come your way. It's almost like the brain can't even tell the difference between what's false and what's real. It's very easy. You're very suggestible, almost like a hypnotic state. When they put you into a state of hypnosis, they get you into that wave-like state where you just accept an image, accept whatever is thrown your way as reality. All right. So you got to ask yourself, when I watch television, how empowered am I? Am I in control of the suggestions that come my way? Or am I just letting people suggest or to suggest certain things and imprint to say, great, if you want to smoke a cigarette, it's actually very pleasurable to do so. And nothing against anyone who smokes, it's all good and well, but there's so many suggestions that are thrown our way. Now, why then do I name Wordsmith TV being abbreviated for television, if I'm now saying all these bad things about television, all those associations? Ultimately, when I say Wordsmith television, I want you to break up the word television, all right? Think about this. Separate it into tell a vision. How do you tell a vision? You go from what you know, you use your words, you use your expressions, you tell a vision of your life. All right, now coined that from Dr. Bernard Beckwith, coined that phrase, tell a vision. And that's essentially what I try to do in my life, all right? So my wife and I spend very little time in front of this box set, in front of this device that suggests to us what we should be doing, suggests to us what we should be buying, or how we should be living, etc. We spend time with each other, telling each other our visions. What do you want to do in your life? She tells me her dreams, her aspirations. I do the same. It takes away from the distraction that is television, which says, all right, look at Kim Kardashian's life, look at whoever's life, look into their reality, forget about yours for a moment in time, and focus on what they're doing. And we diffuse that distraction and we say, look, let's focus on our lives. And we do this from time to time in our lives. Yes, do we watch Netflix? Do we have a subscription? Yes, we do. Do we enjoy the entertainment value from television from time to time? Yes, I watch a bit of sport, etc. But I know that what's more important are my goals and dreams, are my vision for my life, not what's on television. Not the suggestions that are coming at me. I make my own suggestions through affirmations. So Wordsmith is a skilled user of words. How do you use your words to suggest positive vibrations for yourself? So I make use of affirmations on a day-to-day life. I'm a winner, I'm a champion, I have what it takes to be successful. I repeat this to myself in front of a mirror, as opposed to spending time in front of a television. I tell myself my vision, and I expect you to do the same. Everything I post on this platform, you should question. Many things on TV, you may not question. I want you to question what you see here. I'm going to tell you my reality. I'm going to tell you my vision, but it's important for you to do the same in your life. Tell yourself your vision of your life. Don't be remotely controlled. Channel your thoughts. Program yourself and use that to your advantage. So Wordsmith is a platform for you to be programmed to tell yourself your vision, but ultimately it's all with the positive source. Guys, remember, your words are incredibly powerful. It's important to use them wisely. If you enjoy the content, click subscribe below. We're trying to grow this platform as much as possible. If you enjoyed it as well, give me the thumbs up. I look forward to joining on the next edition of Wordsmith TV. Cheers.